I will always come for you.
But how can you be sure?
This is true love.
You think Mighty Mouse could beat up Superman? What are you, cracked?
Mary came over last night.
I went over to Sally's last night.
Because I was upset that Joe was getting married.
One thing led to another.
And before I knew it, we were kissing,
To make
and
a long
then
story short,
we did it.
The numbers all go to 11. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
From Princess Bride to When Harry Met Sally to Spinal Tap, Rob Reiner made us laugh, cry, and believe in true love. For a look at Reiner's legacy and what he leaves behind, we're joined live by Peter Debruge. He is the chief film critic at Variety. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure, Sheba.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about when you span a 6-decade legacy. We're naming movies that really change film and television forever. Where do you even start when you think about the impact he had on film and television?
You know, it's true, and he, even before he made this incredible directorial career, he was on television sets all over America as the son in All in the Family. He was Meathead Bunker, you know, and that's a television series that was enormously popular, watched at times by almost a quarter of the population, all tuning in at the given hour, you know, to check in with another family that was discussing topics that we'd never really seen brought into our living rooms. You had a bigoted patriarch in Archie Bunker's character, and Rob was playing someone who, as a representative of the younger generation, you know, challenged a lot of those viewpoints, to the point that those conversations, those debates flowed into everybody's living room. So,
Absolutely.
You know, people knew him well before he ever stepped behind the camera.
Very true. Iconic on camera and off. It's also amazing he came from such an iconic show business family and was able to make a name for himself.
Yeah, that's true. His father was Carl Reiner, you know, who had co-starred. He was the straight man to Mel Brooks's kind of wild and crazy comic energy on Your Show of Shows, working with Sid Caesar. You know, Rob met these legends when he was, you know, just 4 years old, and inherited, I don't know if he inherited, I think he learned, you know, because his dad, Carl, was actually skeptical that Norman Lear wanted Rob for the show, not realizing that his son had comic potential. But boy, did he prove that. You know, his first film directing was This Is Spinal Tap, a film that just kind of revolutionized the comedy genre with the kind of mock documentary form.
Absolutely. And when you talk about the legacy he's leaving behind, you can't just talk about what was on screen. There were also his political ambitions, championing things like gay marriage. Talk about him being an activist when he was not on screen.
You know, it's interesting how those kind of values that were sometimes associated with his meathead character on All in the Family, you know, were things. He was a liberal, progressive leader here in town, someone who organized, raised money, held events, but also look at kind of like the 90s portion of his career. I love that you've spotlighted those 4 seminal 80s movies. You know, Princess Bride is the movie I would take with me to a desert island, but in the 90s, he did 2 movies with Aaron Sorkin. You know, that was first A Few Good Men, you know, of course, the You Can't Handle the Truth confrontation between Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise, one of the great courtroom dramas. And then they reteamed again to do The American President, which is a movie that anytime it's on TV, I find myself glued. I cannot turn away. I'm sure all of your viewers feel that way about one of Rob's movies, whether it's When Harry Met Sally or, but you know, I bring those 2 up because the kind of political aspect of Aaron Sorkin and it was a great marriage with Rob Reiner's sensibility. And the show The West Wing is basically something that you could extrapolate from the dynamic we saw in The American President.
It's just amazing. I mean, he leaves so much behind, and that is the part we will continue to enjoy as we remember his legacy. Peter, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure.